Whew, it's an early one today. I do work a full-time 9 to 5, so I got to get up early and get the video out. Good morning. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Welcome back to the Scratch Golf Show. And if you're new here to the channel, welcome. My name is Marco, and I'm your host. Here on the Scratch Golf Show, we talk about all things golf, YouTube, and professional. And today, Creator Classic lineup was dropped with some interesting names left off. Liv Duels UK was getting a ton of hate. Let's talk about it. Let's get into it. All right, let's start with the Creator Classic because lineup was just dropped yesterday. And in my opinion, this is probably one of their better lineups. And after the last one at Philly Cricket in May or whenever that was, honestly, I'm glad to see this because the last one really wasn't that great. But there was some interesting names added to this list, some interesting names left off this list. It is returning to Eastlake Golf Club, where it was played 1 year ago for the initial inception of the Creator Classic, taken home by Luke Kwan, if you guys did get a chance to watch. Or if you're just familiar with if you're not familiar with the professional golf scene, Eastlake is where the Tour Championship takes place. The PGA Tour's last event of the year, supposed to be one of their flagship events. Put at the same golf course every year, but Eastlake is a very difficult golf club just outside of Atlanta, Georgia. Long, rough, very hot in August. But like I said, let's talk about the names of the creators, and let's just run down this list. We have Luke Kwan returning to the Creator Classic, and I actually want to get into that because, like I said, there was some interesting names added and left off. Sabrina Andolfo of Golf Girl Games, Roger Steele, who we've seen be a mainstay in the Creator Classic, Garrett Clark, Peter Finch, Brad Dulke, Sean Walsh, Short Game King, who won the playoff, Tisha Allen, Gabby Golf Girl, Micah Morris, and Chris Solomon of No Laying Up. So a pretty star-studded lineup, in my opinion. The PGA Tour does seem like they took some feedback from the last Creator Classic and improved the lineup, in my opinion. Some of the same names, some different ones, but the names I want to focus on are one, Luke Kwan, Micah Morris, and Peter Finch. Why do I say that? Because one, there's no Grant Horvat, no Brian Bros. I'm not surprised we're not seeing the Brian Bros. I am a little surprised Grant's not returning considering he won the last one, or I guess the one at TPC Sawgrass in March. But Luke Kwan and Micah Morris, those guys played in the Liv Duels, multiple Liv Duels. Luke Kwan, I think, has played in every one except the Liv Dallas one. Micah Morris just played in Liv UK, which we'll get into more here in a few minutes. But the PGA Tour was rumored to suspend these creators, and I actually reported on it earlier this year when Wesley Bryan got suspended that these creators were threatened with sanctions, but it appears that is not the case because if it was, Luke Kwan would not be playing in the Creator Classic. It's very simple. He played in multiple Liv Duels, right? If he was suspended or threatened with sanctions, whatever that was behind the scenes, then he wouldn't be able to play in this, or the PGA Tour wouldn't have extended the invite. But then again, why didn't they invite Grant Horvat? Like, we know why they didn't invite Wesley Bryan and George. I'm pretty sure George has said he's suspended from the PGA Tour because I guess he's probably played in a couple PGA Tour events. I don't know the exact science there, but I'm pretty sure George said that in the video. But if they're inviting people who played in the Liv Duels, why no Grant Horvat, right? Why wouldn't that it just seems like that would make the most sense. It seems like, I don't know if the PGA Tour pays these guys. I'm guessing there's got to be some sort of deal given the fact that they're able to do this type of stuff and get these type of people, because obviously Liv is paying the creators to participate in the Liv Duels. But like I said, getting back to Micah and Luke, there's obviously no suspension, there's no sanctions. Otherwise, like I said, these guys wouldn't be playing. But this lineup is very good. I am excited for this Creator Classic. The only thing is I just wish the PGA Tour did it better, right? I wish they put this on YouTube. I wish they took some of what Liv has done with the duels, giving the creators the control, but the PGA Tour would never do that. But the PGA Tour's always stagnant on content. Unfortunately, it seems like they are maybe catching up a bit, but they're always been behind the 8 ball compared to Liv. Anyway, but some big names. Drop your comments below who you think's going to win. Drop your comments below on the thoughts, and do me a favor, please hit that subscribe button. I'm trying to hit 10K by the end of summer. Like the video, all that stuff really helps. But we've got our guys, Brad Dulke and Sean Walsh, going to be my pick to win it. I mean, clearly those two are the best golfers in this list. And Peter Finch. Peter Finch is playing, which is ironic because he was teased in the original Liv Duels teaser way back when it was dropped earlier this year. Ended up not playing in Liv Duels UK, and we can kind of use this as a transition into Liv Duels UK. And we can kind of use that as a transition into the Liv Duels UK, as if Mr. Short Game put out a video, I believe yesterday, a couple days ago. That video received a ton of hate, and I'll be completely honest, I haven't watched the entirety of the video. There's just way too much content going on right now, guys. Like, that's a video for a different day. There's so much good content, and these 3-hour videos are getting a bit much, especially when a lot of the big names weren't in the Liv Duels. But our guys, Micah Morris and Evan Thompson, got a ton of hate. And it's coming off the back of me making a video of Evan last week, getting a ton of hate because of this whole Wesley Bryan trash thing. At the end of the day, guys, it's just content. Like, we don't need to look any more into that than just the fact that these guys flew across the pond and are taking time to film this. This is, I mean, 3 years ago, this type of YouTube golf video wasn't possible. Playing with guys like Tyrrell Hatton, Taylor Gooch, some very, very talented players. Ian Poulter. Ian Poulter, as much as critical as I am for Ian Poulter's play on the course, the dude is a Ryder Cup legend. He's a European Tour legend, DP World Tour legend, American killer in the Ryder Cup multiple times. You know, you ask the Americans who they didn't want to see playing in the Ryder Cup, and Ian Poulter was that guy. Kevin Na, another one. Like, this type of YouTube golf video wasn't possible. So I want to preface by saying, like, yes, the duels, maybe this duels instance wasn't for you, but at the end of the day, like, how far YouTube golf has come to get a video like this is just very cool in itself. But at the end of the day, like, it's just content. Like, let's take the reins back. These guys have some personality. They're athletes. They like to chirp. No one took it too seriously. At the end of the day, I just think the hate probably isn't deserved. But at the end of the day, who knows, you know? Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Just a quick blurb. I wanted to talk mainly about the Creator Classic and touch base on Liv Duels UK. Last Liv Duels coming up this week. I think they're recording in Chicago for Bolingbrook before they wrap up their season in Indianapolis and then here in Michigan at my hometown, which different video for a different day. Anyway, guys, like I said, hit that subscribe button below. I'm trying to hit 10K by the end of summer. Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Hit that like button. Peace.